Welcome to the fastest 4 minutes in varsity esports. In week 2 of the regular season, each CMS high school competed head-to-head in esports and STEM competition.
What do you have in mind for this time around STEM-wise?
Well, aside from a huge week 2 esports varsity matchup, each of these schools is going to take the STEM varsity team to the next level as well. What if I told you guys that they had the last week as teams to figure out how to build their own video games and put it in the form of a playable 60-second demo? Real video games going head-to-head, high school versus high school. What would you say if I told you that?
For Wednesday Night Lights on Twitch, we start with Williams Montessori versus East Meck High School, and Super Nacho trying his best to keep East Meck in the series. Meanwhile, the East Meck varsity STEM team was challenged to make a video game in a week, and they coded up their own take of the classic game Pong, incorporating AI in the opponents. Back in the live esports action, Williams Montessori ended up winning the series 3-0 with a dominating performance, leaving only one question: can they sweep with a solid performance in STEM?
Hello, my name is Mason Gadea. Let's talk about the gameplay. You move with the arrow keys and throw books with space. You can defeat all the enemies to win.
Final week 2 STEM score: JT Williams 3 points, East Meck 1. Next up was Charlotte Engineering versus Ardrey Kell.
And that's going to be a tie game here for Charlotte Engineering.
My goodness.
The Charlotte Engineering varsity STEM team built an action-packed platformer-style game.
What makes this game unique is the fact that it has smooth animations, challenges, and could probably make some people rage if they get hit.
Ardrey Kell swept the esports series and split the STEM points with Scotty the Knight.
Welcome to Scotty the Knight, a game that is so simple and straightforward you can't get lost.
Geringer versus Hopewell turned into another 3-0 sweep in esports, as well as all 4 STEM points going to Geringer as Hopewell didn't complete the challenge.
I'm going through the coding, and the coding helps us move, obviously, and gives the enemy sprite HP threw together earlier this year for a project. Thank you.
Philip O'Berry versus Olympic was the match to watch, with Philip O'Berry's varsity starter CLTJT showing aerial dominance. But it wasn't enough to stop the undefeated Trojans, Olympic finishing the second match of the series 9-2. But Philip O'Berry was still seeking to dominate in STEM.
Alright, so here's my game Soul Seekers wise. We have 2 endings, a full handmade map, a health system, a short story, and some kind of quest. Definitely plenty of skeletons.
Olympic won esports, but lost STEM 3-1 with an artful submission.
Hello, this is Daffy, and this is a game that we made. We also added some audio, which is nice. And these are the enemy.
Providence versus South Meck was closer than it looked, with Providence winning esports and splitting the STEM points with their game designs.
If you fall and you hit the red barrier at the bottom, you will end up dying and having to restart.
Using the air keys, and you can find power-ups such as this double jump that will help you train this first level.
Palisades versus Huff was an absolutely bonkers matchup, with Huff taking 3 STEM points for their school-based adventure game and Palisades taking 1 point for their Rocket League themed game. Palisades K Loves You was an absolute monster and led Palisades to esports victory. The leaderboard after week 2 of the regular season has Philip O'Berry in first and a 3-way tie for second between Geringer, Huff, and Williams Montessori.
Next week will be week number 3. So we appreciate you tuning in for the CMS Varsity Esports and STEM League. We'll see you next week. Take care.